Now, we know that you care about keeping your kids safe online, and this weekend we've been covering that important story. 4 British families suing the social media platform TikTok in America for what they believe were the wrongful deaths of their children. They think they all died after taking part in what was called the Blackout Challenge, a trend where videos shared online encourage kids to hold their breath. The families want to find out the truth, and they want other parents to listen.
I'm Holly Dance, I'm Archie Battersby's mum. Archie loved his gymnastics and MMA and just bouncing around in general.
My name's Ellen Room, my son was Jules Sweeney and we used to love cooking together.
I am Liam Walsh. I am Maya Walsh's father and Maya loved her art and creation.
I'm Lisa Kenovan, Isaac Kenovan's mother. Isaac just loved the knowing of ins and outs of everything. Very knowledgeable child, very happy child.
Holly, can you tell us about Archie and what happened to him? I've read that you said he always had a smile on his face.
Always, very, very happy little boy, Archie. Extremely energetic, full of life, very talented with his hobbies. Sense of humour was spot on. Very, people used to say he's been here before. He's just very knowing for his age.
And what happened?
On the 7th of April 2022, after we had been out, Archie had left my room very happy. I took a phone call, 4 minutes, 23 seconds later, 5 steps away from me, I found Archie unresponsive.
And why do you think that happened to him?
That's why we're obviously trying to find answers. We're not sure. I don't know, but I believe that he's copied some sort of prank from social media.
And it was on TikTok, you think he saw?
He watched TikTok the day of his accident, 7 minutes video or videos that he's watched. We know that the police have got that. And he was sent a message direct from TikTok an hour and a half before his accident.
Lisa, what about Isaac? So he was also using TikTok. You thought it was a safe, fun platform for kids. You knew he was on there.
Yeah. During lockdown, he wanted TikTok, so we thought, oh, his sister's perfectly safe with it. And on TikTok that particular time, there were all innocent challenges: bottle flip, the floss, ice bucket challenge, and Isaac was extremely inquisitive. And this particular day, March the 8th, 2022, a very ordinary day. We came home, I was cooking dinner, he was upstairs, and he was a bit of a practical joker, so when I called upstairs for dinner, he didn't answer, so I didn't think that was anything unusual. But then the third call to him, I got desperate and there was no answer. So I went running down the stairs, I got a hammer from the garage, went running upstairs, bashed the door down, and that's where I found Isaac unconscious. And he passed away March the 9th, the following day, and our lives are completely devastated.
And you believe that he died because he was doing a TikTok challenge?
Yeah, we have video evidence. That was removed from his phone because I didn't want to look at that. But on the inquest, they gave us the option whether to look at this content or remove ourselves from the room. But I was almost thinking, if I didn't watch it, would I regret it? Or if I do watch it, will I regret it? And in the end, we watched the videos, and the most annoying thing is, he was laughing every time he passed out. Sorry. And one of these videos had a TikTok emblem at the bottom. The police don't know if he actually posted it out there because they stopped after looking at these videos. They didn't search the history back any further. So I'm left with, what did he do with those videos? Were they posted? He's been influenced by something or someone who has watched these challenges on TikTok.
Liam, Maya, your daughter, was 13 when she died. What happened to her?
She was 3 weeks shy of her 14th birthday, and she asked me the haunting question. Dad, actually what she said was, Father, can I download TikTok? No, she's been very mature. She's exceptionally good at school. Can see no reason why not. Yeah, okay, Maya. Yeah, you can download that. You can download that. And then I think approximately about 6 months from that point, she's dead. The phone rang at 3 o'clock, 3:15. I picked the phone up, hello, what? And it was her mum screaming at me, Maya's dead. And I screamed. Got to the hospital. And there she is. And amongst touching her hair, I said to the police in that room, who were in the room with me, I said, I want her data scooped. I want her data scooped. Then, within half an hour, not even that, 15 minutes of seeing Maya like that, I said, I want her data scooped. I want her data scooped, because nothing else makes any sense into why this child should end up like this. Nothing. I relied on that request from her deathbed, which is what it was. I relied on that, and I was wrong. I was so wrong to rely on that.
And you're still waiting for the full story. But Ellen, you lost your son, Jules. He went on TikTok when he was 11. Now, as a group, you're taking quite a drastic step. You are taking TikTok to court in America. Tell us why that matters to you, why you've decided to be part of that action.
I met these three on a BBC One special, and I had always challenged. So when Jules died, I said, and hearing you speak, Liam, takes me straight back to that night, and it's really very hard, but the similarities between all of our stories. But I said to the police, I said to the detective that night, sitting there with Jules's body in between his dad and I said, take Jules's phone and use facial recognition and set yourself a pin. I remember saying that there, and you just saying that brought it back to me about, I mean, you're in a whole different, you're not even, I don't even know how to explain that when you've lost a child, what you're feeling then. It's just horrific. And Jules was lying on the floor, the paramedics had stopped working on him. And Matt, Jules's dad, was one side, I was the other, and the detective came and sat on Jules's bed and was talking to us. And they wouldn't set a pin. They said, I'm not tampering with his phone. And I said, you do it, I'm not touching it, you set a pin. While he's still here, use facial recognition. And then they couldn't get into his phone. It was 5 months after Jules died when Jules's closest friend guessed his pin and said, try spelling out his name and numbers. We got into his phone. By then it's too late. The data is only stored for 90 days, I understand. Nothing was found offline, so he wasn't bullied. He was plenty of friends. That day he'd been playing with friends, and I came home at 10:13. And when you walk in to see your lifeless child, I cannot explain how horrific that is. And not one of us wants to be in this position, and not one of us wants to fight. We just want answers to why our children aren't here. And having discussed all our stories together, there are some vast similarities about how all 4 children took their lives in a very similar way. And we all believe it's something to do with TikTok.
And Lisa, for you, what do you hope the court case might achieve? Because it is a big deal for parents to take on a huge corporation, to go to court in America.
Accountability. They need to look at not just us, parents around the world. It's not just in England, it's the US, it's everywhere. And we want TikTok to be forthcoming, wanting to help us. Why hold back from giving us the data? How can they sleep at night? You know, I've reported so many times a certain video, and they've come back no violation. and they're a breach of their own rules. You know, they're saying they don't allow harmful content, challenges, harms, violence. They do, and they put out the same corporate statement every single time this is brought up on any news channel.
No compassion at all. It's just
it's an insult.
It's just a statement that just goes out to the public. There's no meaning behind that statement for them.
The government says repeatedly when awful experiences like yours are aired that there is this new Online Safety Act that's coming into force, that they are putting new rules in. Liam, do you have confidence that the UK's attempt to make it safe online for children is tough enough?
No. No, I don't. No, I don't. And I'm about to find out if I'm right or wrong, because I don't think it is baring its teeth enough. I think I would be forgiven for having no faith at this point, 2.5 years down the road and not having answers.
All four of you, thank you so much for speaking to us today. Holly, Lisa, Liam and Ellen, thank you so much indeed. Well, TikTok told us the blackout challenge has been blocked since 2020, and it directs those who search for its safety centre. It says it doesn't allow dangerous content that promotes dangerous activity, and told us the law requires it to delete personal data unless there's a law enforcement request. It says it's met with Ellen Room to explain. And remember, if you've been affected by any of these issues, there's all sorts of help out there. The BBC Action